Alright, so today on Atlantic Ocean Watch, we're going to talk about the ARAGON tank. I'll leave the technical information up on the screen during various parts of the video. Remember, I'm Atlantic Ocean Watch on TikTok and Instagram. Atlantic Ocean Watch on TikTok and Instagram, where you'll see watches as well as other things that I do, sharing more of my personal life. But I really like the color of this watch. I like this like blue, like, I don't know, almost like wavy mother of pearl kind of ocean kind of thing going on with the face. I like the fact it's a rubber strap with a regular buckle, and it fits my tiny 6.5-inch wrist no problem. It's technically probably just slightly too big for it, but I don't mind oversized watches. And the giant like barrel, like bolt looking things are just for like decoration, right? They don't, it's just regular spring bars holding the strap on, but I still like bolt looking kind of things on the watch that make it look like it's holding the strap on, but it's just a regular spring bar. So I do wish that the bezel lit up and glowed. The bezel, the bloom pip does glow, but I wish the entire bezel glowed, but it's a very minor thing to me. But it's just something that looks cool. I think Addy's Dive has just spoiled me with a couple of watches that I've had from them, like the Deep Sea Hunters, where the bezels glow, and I've been spoiled by that. Wang did a really good job, I think, though, designing this watch. The lume, Superluminova, is raised up some, so it helps give a little bit of depth to the watch at night when it's glowing. And I've banged the heck out of this watch in the over a month now since I've had the timepiece. And for what is being asked of the watch, as far as the price, I am very, very, very pleased with this timepiece. Ice cream performance, not bad. Not bad at all. Ice cream performance. Yeah, delicious. Delicious. Alright, underwater night performance. It does glow, but it's not the brightest. Addy's Dive, Steel Dive is brighter, but it does glow. Underwater performance, it's alright. Night performance, a little better out of the water at night, but again, not the brightest I've ever seen. But ice cream performance, no problem. So I found the bezel movement to be okay. The bezel is rather thin, so it's hard to kind of get your fingers on it, especially when it's wet. But using it some, it performs. It's all right. It's not bad. But this is more of a dressy, I think, like, you know, beach vibe kind of chill like watch, because if it was more for diving, as we're comparing it to some other divers that have been on the channel, then, you know, the bezel would actually be taller to get a better grip on it. But it works. It's fine. Again, you're probably not going to actually dive with this watch, but it has that look. It has that look. Of course, I drive tour buses for a living, and it's the watch performed well with 2 Busch Gardens in this video. Got some pretty cool epic shots with the action cam, the 360, and yeah, pretty cool shots. But anyway, the watch survived Busch Gardens, survived tour bus work that I do and other things that I do, and doesn't have one scratch on the lens at all. Even survived bumper cars. at Busch Gardens. So you know if a watch survives bumper cars, you're good. And yes, your watch will survive the Loch Ness Monster 2. It will. This Aragon tank is good stuff. Good stuff. Yep, you know me, more ice cream here in Yorktown. Yep, chilling. So, wing engineering, NH35, 24 joules is the movement of a timepiece, and it is 500 meters, water resistant, or right around, give or take, 1,650 feet of water resistance. So if you're in the York River or Virginia Beach on the Chesapeake Bay or the Atlantic Ocean itself, you should have no problems taking this watch down to the deeps. But keep in mind that the loom, it works. It's not the best loom in the world, but it works. And there's a shot showing you there's no ingress problems at all with the watch. The watch has been wet in the Chesapeake Bay, wet in the York River, wet in the shower at home. The soap that I use, the Duke Cannon soap that I use, no problems at all. So you can get it wet, you can bang it up some, and the watch is going to hold up. There is a helium escape valve on it as well, but it's one you don't have to really mess with. It just does it automatically. That's a nice touch that it has that on there as well. And of course the Aragon logo on the crown, you know, glows a little bit, and it's actually very, very easy to change the date and also the time on the timepiece. But I just like the overall masculine look of the Aragon tank, and it'll definitely be something that I think would be a conversation starter, because it's a watch that's shaped a little differently from the regular round watches that are out there. And of course with Aragon, I like how they dress up the rotor with Aragon wing engineered on it, on the rotor. But most of the time you ain't going to see that because it's going to be on your wrist, but still a nice touch. And the strap with the two big keepers is great, because I don't have a bunch of strap flapping around. I hate that watches do that, have a bunch of leftover strap flapping around. And as you can see in this shot here, it's pretty well kept in place by the buckle and the keepers. No problem with that at all. So I'm going to give this timepiece 4 out of 5 clocks. I recommend you go get it. My biggest thing is I wish the bezel was more functional by making the bezel height taller so it's easier to grip onto. I wish that the bezel itself glowed, and I wish that the loom overall was brighter. But all in all, this is definitely one of my favorite timepieces, and definitely my favorite timepiece I've ever had from Aragon. So I recommend the watch. Go get it. Thanks for watching Atlantic Ocean Watch on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Take care.